and welcome to this video tutorial on how to design a business card that truly represents you and your brand. In this video, you will learn the secrets of creating a business card that reflects your personality and helps you stand out in a competitive market. Whether you are a small business owner or a freelancer, this video is perfect for you. Alright, so we are going to begin with CorelDRAW, and that's what we are just going to use to actually design our business card. If you don't have CorelDRAW on your system, kindly do so, because that's the software application that I use for this tutorial. All right, okay, so first what I want us to do is, first we are just going to create a new document. You click on here, then let's just give it a name as business card. All right, so with the customization, let's change the feet here to centimeter. That's what I feel using. Okay, so the size of the core card is 8.9, which is the width, and the height is going to be 5.1. all right, so you leave everything here. With the primary color mode here, you put it on CMYK, because actually you are going to print it. Okay, when you are going to share it on screen, that's when you use the RGB. All right, so we click OK. So once you click OK, this is actually how you are just going to see the CorelDRAW interface with these all tools here. Gradually, you learn how to use them, and before we finish with this tutorial, actually, you have a little bit idea on how you can actually get your way through CorelDRAW. All right. So first, what I want us to do here, you can see that we are having the measurement here. Going for your rectangle to just drag. Okay, when you click, you hold and drag. Then let's key in 8.9 by 5.1, which is the size of the business card we are designing. Then when you're done with it, just press P. Okay, it will just align it to the center. Okay, very nicely like this. All right, so the second thing I just want to do here, when you look at this ruler at the top here, this side indicates 0. But when you look at this side, the 0 is below here. We just want all these sides, the point here should have 0 each. So what you need to do, come here, click and drag, and bring it to this side. Once I release it, you notice that we have the 0 here and the 0 here. Okay, so the first thing I just want to do, I just want to come on the ruler here, click and drag. You have this grid line here. Okay, so when you look here, we have the X here. So what I just want to do with the X, let's use 325. Okay, then press enter. Once you press enter, you see where the grid line actually will be. Okay, that's okay. Now when we come at the top on this ruler here, just click and drag also. Then let's put the measurement. I just want that, so that place with this side actually is going to be negative, so we'll put negative 4. Let's try 4 point let me see, 593. Okay, 593, and press enter. So you see where it have actually arranged. Okay, with this side actually I just want to create something here, and I just don't want it to go outside this border here, because our name, contact, and details actually is going to take this side. So first, what we need to do, come to the toolbar here and pick this freehand tool. Okay, the shortcut is F5. So what I need to do here, I'll just click here. So when you click, you can just leave your mouse. You see that you follow. Just come to the end here. So we want to continue with the line. So what I will do here is I'll double click. So once I do single click, the line is going to cut. So just double click and I will come all the way somewhere here. Okay, let's say somewhere here. Then I'll do another double click. Then I'll just come to the end here, another double click. Then I just close it up here with just a single click. Okay, so it means that I have actually created this thing very nicely. All right, so what I want to do here, I just want to curve this side here. So the tool that I need to use is called the shape tool. So it's just under the pick selection tool. So I'll just click on it. Then what you need to do here, click here, You see, the moment you click, you have the arrow with this kind of a curvy little icon below the arrow. So once you come to this side on the toolbar here, we have what convert to curve. So once I click, I can just click on the line, then I drag it down. Okay, so dragging it down, I'm just making sure that it's in line with this one. Okay, so I think this is much more okay for me. All right, so now let's click it and see. All right, this is exactly what I want. In this case, I just want to click and reduce it so it shouldn't be out of the line. Okay, good. So now what I need to do here is first click and drag it inside while holding your mouse key. Then you right click to duplicate. Okay, we right click to duplicate. So I have duplicate. Use the arrow keys. So let's just make some space at the top here. All right, very nicely. Now when you look this one also, I just want to get a curvy area here. Okay, I don't want this side actually should be the straight end. Okay, so I'll go in for the shape tool, and this time around I'm not going to just click, but I'm just going to do a double click. So double click actually puts end point here. Okay, anchor point here. So I'll come all the way here. Let me go inside small and do another double click. Let me come down a little bit and do another click. So let me double click on this one to remove the point there. Then you double click this one. So this is actually how you are going to get it. Okay, so we click again and we convert it to curve. So you can choose by going here, or you can just right click, then you choose convert to curves, which I like using most. So I'll just click the middle here, then I'll drag. So when you are dragging, pay attention to the edges here. Okay, so your curvy actually doesn't look that distorted. Okay, so it should be a little down. So let's see. Okay, I think we should reach. So when you click on this anchor point, we can actually drag it to the top. Okay, very nicely like this. Okay, so you can use this anchor actually to adjust it very nicely. All right. Okay, now this is what I want to do. Let's check and see whether we are having everything in line. Okay, I think let's just reduce it. Let me go here. So I'll just double click here and double click here so that I should have it in line. Same here and here. So I think I'm okay with it. Okay, all right. So now you have actually learned how to create this kind of effect here. So first thing what we need to do here, I just want to give it a color. So I'll just come on my right hand here to the color palette and choose red. All right, then with this one I'll choose white. Okay, all right, so we are done with this, but always cultivate the habit of saving. So we click on save, then let's save it on our desktop. So I'll just name it as business card. All right, so let me push it up a little bit. Let me increase it a little bit. Okay, good. So now the next thing I just want us to do here is let's duplicate this one. You click, you hold down your control key whilst you drag, then right click to duplicate. Okay, so this one, what we do here is let's rotate it this way. So the rotation is when you click once, you click on it again, you have this rotation here. Okay, all right, good. So what I just want to do with this one, I just want to duplicate this one as well. So I'll click and drag holding down my control key, which gives me a very straight line. So I'll just flip it. Okay, mirror. Then what I'll do here is I'll push this one inside just to get to the edge here. Okay, equally. Then what we have to do here is let's select both. Okay, let's select both. Then on the top here, then you click on world. So this world actually combines these shapes together. All right, so let's try and remove this three dot by selecting and hit on your delete key. So this is what I want to get. So let's reduce it a little bit, drag it down here. Okay, we are trying to put some creativity into our design here. Okay, so we align it here very nicely. So click and drag to select this one alone. I just want us to expand it a little bit. Okay, all right, so by doing that, what we need to do here is First, let's change this one to black. Click to drag and select everything. You right click on this one, then you go to set outline color. So we don't want any outline. So what we need to do here is select both of these, click, hold and drag to here, and right click to duplicate. You can do as a Control C, Control V. Okay, so what I like using most, that's what I'm using here. I can choose Control C, Control V, and it will paste in place. Once I drag, you see that I have made the same duplication. Okay, I've made the same duplication. All right, okay, good. Let me delete this one. All right, so what we need to do here, select both of these, come out to the menu here and go to Object, then look for Power Clip. Just click on it, then bring the arrow in this rectangle here, then just click. So once you click, automatically we have what? Put these vector shapes here, these shapes here into the main page here. Okay, all right, so if we want to edit it, we can just come here, we go to edit, and you can be in it and you can edit it the way you want. Okay, so with this one, I just want to adjust it a little bit. So I just want to push it inside, maybe give it a little bit down. Okay, so I'll highlight everything, push it a little top, bring it to the right side, just to have this kind of left areas here. Okay, so once you are okay with it, so one last thing, when you just click in the inner here, just click on this to select both. Okay, then when you come to the top here, this time around we are not going to do weld, but we are just going to do trim. So we trim this one, so we can delete this one. So we select this one, we are almost having the same shape. So you click finish when you are done. All right, so now we are what? Settle with whatever we want to do here. Okay, good. Now let's go to our ruler here, and I just want to give a space here before my icon or the text or whatever comes. So here we just come to the top here, then let's just type 0.952. okay, all right, so actually we are not going to type anything here. All right, aside that, I just want to create another one again. So delete everything, then we put in 1372, then you enter. So it means that this space here is going to be where I'm just going to put all the icons. So the icons actually is not going to be bigger than what we are seeing here. Okay, it's just going to be in this space here. All right, okay, so after the icon, I just want a space here before the text, being the name or whatsoever. So I'll drag another one here, then I'll delete everything here, then I'll go to 1.658. you can choose your own thing. Okay, fine. Now we have gotten some guidelines in place. Now from here to here, I just want to set a very unique size as well, the space here. So I'll drag the top one, then here I'm just going to use the negative. Okay, you should know that we are using the negative, so you use negative 0.9907, then you press enter. So it means that I'm not going to type anything here, everything is going to fall between this line here. All right, so the last one too I want to grab in is negative 1.462, then you enter. So it means that the name and the position is going to take these areas, these empty areas that you are seeing here. Now from the name and the position, I just want to give a very space here before the contact, the email and the address actually follow. So I just want to give some space, and I think with this one we need it to be a little bigger. So negative 2.309, then you press enter. Okay, so I didn't put any negative. Negative 2.309, then you press enter. So it means that this is going to be the space between the name and the address here. All right, okay, so the last one I just want to put here is negative 4.139 and enter. So it means that all the details that will be putting is going to be from here. From the email, contact, and everything is going to be from here. So with this line, we use it to guide on how to do this. So let's get rid of it. So now this is how our page actually is going to be. And if you click here for a preview, this is actually how the page is going to be. All right, for now it's just rough. So now let's go on and add our text and stuff. Okay, so when you come here, this is the text tool. Okay, the shortcut is F8. Okay, so now the font that I'm going to use here, you remember that the final tips that I give, I say you select the right font. Okay, so the right font can make or break the appearance of your business card. Okay, so you choose a font that's easy to read, looks professional, and aligns with your brand personality. So in this lesson, we are just going to avoid using too many fonts. Okay, we are just going to use one unique font for everything, and the font that we are just going to use is called Roboto. Okay, this is the font we are just going to use. So if you don't have this font installed on your system, check the description below. I have actually posted the link there. It will just take you to the site and you could download it and install. Okay, all right. So first, what we need to do here, we are just going to type the name. So I'm just going to use name Thomas Muller. Okay, let's just use some funny names. Though these not funny names. Okay, so we'll put the position graphic designer. All right, so first let's make adjustment to this name here. So first, come to your font panel here, and I'm just going to type Roboto. Okay, Roboto. You can see that I don't have it. All right, so quickly let's go and download it. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. So we come here, then we type Roboto. Okay, font family. Okay, it's a Google font actually. Then we click. So you see that this is what we have. Just click to open, and we have it download font family. So you click for us to download, and here we are. Let's go to the folder. Let's extract it. We extract it here. I'll go into it and I'll select everything here, right click and install for all you users. Okay, so it's going to install all these 12 fonts here in our system. All right, so we are done here. Minimize and let's go back to our work here. So once I select it and come here and type Roboto, automatically it's going to be available. Okay, so you see we are having it now. You see Roboto, so you can come here and you can have all the rest. All right, so I'm just going to use regular. So this time around I can just drag here to reduce the font size, but by doing that you can also come here and reduce it to 12. So you already know that we just want the name actually should fill in here. Okay, so what we need to do here is, let me just double click, then I'll highlight this, the position here. Let's give it a size of 6 because that one is not that big. Okay, so with this one I can just give it 11. I can even go as 10, but I just want to just give it 11. So here you can just click here to drag it inside like this very nicely. So with the name, okay, what I want to do here is, let's just make it a little, let's make it 10. Sorry, let's make it 10 here. Let's go and choose 10. Then with the font here, let's make it a little bolder. So let me go in for Roboto bold because it's a name. All right, so I'm just going to change this one also. Sorry, I'm just going to change the position also to 6. I just want it to be 6. Okay, then I'm just going to change it to Roboto light. Okay, so this is actually how I want it to be. You see very nicely. So that's one. So 2, what we need to do here is just copy this text here, Control C to copy, click anywhere in your area here and paste it. Okay, so what we need to do, we'll bring it down here. So this one is going to where we are going to put in our phone numbers and stuff, so we can actually make it a little bit bigger, like 7. Then we just double click then we put our address, the phone number. So +233 12 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Okay, so just dummy the number. Okay, so what I will do here is I'll just copy this one, Control C, Control V to paste, and as you can see, so I think the 7 is too big, so let's make it 6. Remember, we want everything to be in here, so I'll just click and hold down my control here whilst I right click to double click. So here I'm just going to put my email address. I'm just going to put info@taonlinettraining.com, then enter. When you press enter, you will get this line here. Just use Control Z to undo. The line will go away. So www.taonlinettraining.com. all right, that one also, when you press enter, you are just going to get this one, just undo, go back. All right, so now what we need to do here is I just want to select this one and duplicate this one too as well. So here I'm just going to put in my address. Okay, I'm just going to put in my address. So I'm just going to put some dummy address, BB14 University Avenue. Okay, and put Medina, Greater Accra. All right, so this is the details that we want to use. You remember that we want this text actually to fit in here very nicely. So go in for your rectangle to just place it somewhere here. Okay, and just create this rectangle box around the text. Okay, very nicely. So with this one, I just want to drag just to make sure that it falls in the line with the line. Okay, within the line, but we want to align it very nicely. Okay, when it comes to design, aligning your information and stuff is a very major key here. Okay, all right, so how can we align it? Just select this one, hold down your shift key whilst you select this rectangle and press the letter T on your keyboard. It will align to top. Now let's do the same to this one. We hold shift, we select, then we press B, which will align to button. Okay, then with this one, select it and select the rectangle. If you press C, it's going to align in the center, and that's not what we want. We want you to align to the left. So you press L, it will come to the left. Then you press E. Okay, so it's going to share the space in the evening. Okay, so let's delete this. So once you delete it, you can see that the space in here is the same space in here. So this actually makes your work or your design very beautiful. Okay, all right, good. So here actually for me with the contact, actually I want it being very bold, so I will just go to Roboto medium, so it will look a little bit bolder than the email than the rest. All right guys, so I think we have actually come far, and let's preview it, and you can see that we are getting a very good design here. Okay, all right, good. Now what we are left to do here is we are left to get these icons here. I just want to put icons, so I'm just going to drag this guideline here to place it below very nicely, because I don't want the icons actually to go outside this information that we have here. So these guidelines actually also helps you a lot just to get your design well aligned. Okay, so as you can see, so these icons actually is not going to be bigger than the box that we have here. So quickly we go in for our rectangle tool, then we can just click here to draw this line very nicely. Let's see the size that we are having here, whether it's okay for us. Okay, so what I just want to do here, I just want to give it a size 0.4, and I want the down here actually should be 0.42. so enter. You see that we have a little bit shrink of it. Okay, all right, so what I want to do here, I want to select this one with the text here whilst holding down the shift key. Okay, then you press E, it's going to align it very nicely. Okay, good. Now with this one, what I want to do here is I just want to have these curvy edges here. So when you select it, come onto the top here, you see this, I just put 0.05 because I don't want it to be that big, and automatically you see that it will round very nicely, very nicely. Okay, so here what I want to do, I just want to give it a red color. Then I'm just going to remove the outline. All right, so this is how I just want it to be. So I can do Control C, Control V, then I'll select this one and press E. Automatically it's going to align it very nicely. All right, so let's do same. Control C, Control V. We hold on our Shift key while we click on this. We press the letter E on our keyboard to get it. So now you can tell that we are having all these one aligned very nicely. If you are to click outside here and select everything and press E, you see that nothing moves at all. Okay, so this tells us that we have actually put everything in place. All right, so with the name here, actually I just want to put an icon, but I don't want it to have a background of this red. So let me copy, Control V, Control C, sorry, Control C, Control V. Okay, so I'll just select the name here and press E. So this is how it's going to be. So here, what I'll do here is I'll just drag this one to the top like this. Then I'll drag it down to this half of this. Okay, then let's just give it some shady color. So I'll just go in for this. So now we can see that this object actually is what covering what we are having here. So just right click and come all the way to order. Then you come to back, okay, to back of the layer. Then when you click, you see that we'll have this one actually at the back of these layers, and this is actually how I just want it to be. So with here, the color here actually, when you send it to back and you click here, remember that we have this thing here, so it will always give you problem. So let's send it to back. We go to order, let's send it to back. So once we are done that, let's come to object. Then is it object? Let's go to, let me see, I just want us to lock it. So when you come to object, you come all the way down to lock, then we lock. So it means that we can't move this one. Okay, you can't move it. All right, okay, so anything that we click is going to select the appropriate object for us. So here, what we need to do here, now if you see that we have come a very long way and we have just gotten this beautiful design here, as you can tell. All right, so what we need to do here is we need to bring in some icon, the phone icon, the email icon, and the location icon. Okay, I have it already download and save, but I just want to show you how you can get them. When you come to this site here, I've put the description of this site also below. So when you go and you just click on flaticon.com, just let it be on icons. Then you can just put in core. Then you click on search. Once you click on search, it will search through and it will bring you these icons which you can use. They are all PNG icons. So if you want to get it, you click on this download here. So once you click on it, this will come. Just go to free download. Try to attribute them. So you can just click on this just for them to know that you have actually what copy the link that you want to share. So by doing that also, it actually helps them also to creating more icon. Okay, so don't be a cheater. Copy this link, share it on any of your pages and stuff just to advertise them also. All right, because you download these icons for free. All right, good. So that's it. So that's how you can actually get those icons there. You can just go back and you can go in for your email envelope. So we call it envelope. Okay, so that is what is going to give you the email icons. Okay, so you see, and we have the location. Just put the letter location and you actually have the map and everything in there very nicely. Okay, good. Now this is what you do. How can we import these icons here? Let's go to this icon here. click on import or Control I. I'll save it on my desktop. So I'll just go here, and I need all these icons. 1, 2, holding down my shift key, sorry, my control key, and select all these icons here. Then I'll just click import. So with this one, I'm not going to click on it. When I click, it's going to become in their larger sizes, which I don't want. So I'll just click, hold and drag. That's 1, hold and drag. You release, that's 2, hold and drag. That's 3, hold and drag, and that's 4. So the very first one, I just want this one to be here. So I'm just going to minimize it a little bit by holding down my shift key whilst I click and drag inside it. Reduce them equally. Then I'll just select this one and press E to align it. Okay, so let me make it a little bigger. All right, so you can see that with this one we can't change the color because it's in a PNG form. Okay, so how can we change this color? First, when you come onto the here, if you didn't select this, you will not see anything here. Once you select, we'll have this trace bitmap here. Go there and go to quick trace. So when you click on quick trace, let's drag it here. So this one is an object. Okay, so it have turned to an what? So once I give it the color, you see that we'll have it here very nicely. So let's just give it a red color, which that's what I want. I'll just click on this C to center, E to make it equal. Then I'll just hold down my Alt key to click on this so that it will enable me to select the object at the black, which is the black one. Okay, so the Alt key actually also have a major role here. So as you can see, we are done with this very first one. So the next one here is the phone here. So we go the same trace. Okay, so we are having it very nicely. So I can just give it white. I just want it to be white. You hold down your shift key whilst you reduce them drastically. So that's it. Nicely. If it's too big, you can click, hold down your shift key whilst you reduce it very nicely. All right, so I can delete. Okay, so we can hold down our shift key, we reduce it, then Control C, Control E to just bring everything in line. So let's minimize it and just let's change the color to white. So the very last one is this location here. We go the same way. So you can see that with this one, it have create everything. You can't even see the difference in here. So just click on this to ungroup all. Then what you need to do here is just give it a white color. Okay, then select both. Then we trim it. Okay, so we can delete this one out. So now we have also gotten this one. We bring it here. Let's reduce it very nicely. Okay, so we give it another white color. So we can get rid of this one. And here we go. So that's it. So with this one, I can just go to object, come to lock and unlock it now. Okay, then what I need to do here is I just want to remove the outline. So this is how it's going to be. I'm just going to delete this one as well. And that's it, guys. Very, very simple. So always you save, let's preview and see how it's going to be. And you can see, wow. That's it for this video on how to design a business card that truly represents you and your brand. If you follow these simple tips, you will be able to create a business card that delivers your brand message and aligns with your personality. Remember, your business card is a reflection of your brand, so make sure it's a memorable one. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.